Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourself. My name is Kanika Tandon and I am here with the video of Class 6 English 2nd. In our last video we have completed the explanation part of chapter number 1, and in today's video we are going to do the exercise and the question answers of the same chapter. Starting our today's video with exercise number 1, page number 20 of chapter number 1. First is this extract from Malala's story describe how she and her family were forced to flee their homeland. Such a journey is called a forced migration. Given below is a crossword with clues that describes different type of journeys. Solve the clues and fill in the crossword. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to first read the hints and then answer them and then write in the crossword puzzle. First we are going to do all the across one and then we are going to do the down one. First is a trip or journey in a car, it's drive, so we are going to write drive there. On number 2, the travel between home and one's workplace, it is commute, so COMMUTE on place on number 3. Then come on number 6, a long challenging journey made on foot, it's what is it, trek, TREK. 7th, a journey to a place of particular often religious significance, it's pilgrimage, so PILGRIMAGE. And last is a holiday on ship or boat, it is on number 8, which is cruise, CRUISE. Then come on to the down one. First, an expedition undertaken to complete a task or in search of anything, it is quest, QUEST. Then a long journey, number 4, a long difficult adventurous journey, it will be Odyssey, so ODYSSEY. Then a long journey involving travel by sea or in space, it is voyage, VOYAGE. Then on 6th, a short journey for pleasure, it is a trip, TRIP. And last is a journey on an animal, it is ride. We call it a camel ride or elephant ride, it is that only. Come on to the next page. The words given below are taken from the text. Use the suffix given in the box to make new words. Spelling of some of the words may change, so we have to add them in the last of the word to make a new word. So first is valuable, big becomes biggest, emotion becomes emotionally, 4 becomes fourth, and rare becomes rarely. Then come on to the next one. Read the flowchart below and give 3 more examples for each category of the nouns. Okay, so first is person. You can write Malala, Dr. Afzal, Sumbul, honey, right? And then place, what? Haripur, Peshawar, Shangla. Then animal, cat, dog, pig. Things, bag, car, TV, fridge. Quality, emotion or idea, so sadness or joy, depression or depressed or insisted. Next is activity, event or birthday party, anniversary party, parents day and prize distribution event. Okay, coming on to the next page. Next is give the common noun for each set of proper nouns given below. Add 2 proper nouns to each of the set. So the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, the Taj Mahal, the Qutub Minar, these are the names of the monuments. So in the middle we have to write monuments and then we have to add 2 more. So you can write name of any monument you know. So first is Leaning Tower of Pisa, you can write any monument that you know. And the next is the Colosseum. The next example is France, Afghanistan, Cuba, Spain. These are the names of the countries. So you have to add 2 more names to this group. So first you can write India or any other country if you want, and Sri Lanka. Coming on to the third one, the table given below shows ways in which we can classify or group nouns. Read the definition and then circle the noun that does not belong to each group. So we have to circle the odd one out. First is collective noun, refers to the group of people, animal or thing, herd or community. So galaxy, fleet, stack, bouquet and army. These all represent collective noun, but sleep does not comes under collective noun. Next is countable noun, refers to the noun that can be counted, like apples. So banana, pencil, lamp, book and key, these all can be counted but water cannot. Next is uncountable noun, refers to the noun that cannot be counted, that is butter. Next is wood, cloth, mango, ice, bread, dust. So out of these, mango is the thing that can be counted, otherwise rest of the things cannot be counted. Next is noun gender, so feminine. First we are going to talking about feminine, women or girl, woman or girl. Next is sister, dog, queen, wizard, niece, mother. So all of these are feminine in gender except for wizard. Noun gender, masculine, lion and stag, father, lion, emperor, bride, nephew and king. Except for bride, rest of the things are masculine noun. Next, common, male or female. So common noun are those types of noun which by which name we cannot identify whether it is a male or a female. So baby, bird, dancer, students, Delhi, school. So except for Delhi, all of these are common noun. Delhi is actually a proper noun. Next is neuter, without life, all the non living things. First is neither male nor female, house, book, wood, metal, mountain, flower, mother, table. Here except for mother, everything is non-neuter, but mother is feminine, so you have to circle feminine. After this, come on to the next page. Compound words. Compound words are those kind of words which add together, means two words with different meanings add together to make a third word. First is motor, and if we match motor with cycle, it becomes cycle. Glow plus warm, glow warm. Arm plus chair, armchair. Rain plus fall, rainfall. Black plus board, blackboard. Police plus chair, police plus man, policeman. Next page. Read the word given below, split them into their syllable. Write them in the blanks provided. Also indicate the number of syllables there are in each word. The first one has been done for you. Check your answer in a dictionary. So what we have to divide the words into their syllables, alright, and then write the answer. First is counter. So there are two syllables, counter, golden, goal, den, 2 number of syllable. C is 1 number of syllable. Clustering, clustering, these are 3 number of syllable. Somebody, some, body, 3. Sensation, sensation, 3. And free is single, free. With this, the exercises are over. Now come on to the question answers of this chapter. Starting with the in-text questions of chapter number 1 on page number 16. First question is, why do you think Malala say it sounded like a disease? So it sounds as if Malala and her family had something due to which they were being quarantined or kept in circulation or sent away, as if they had some contagious condition that may spread to other people. Next question is question on page number 17. Why had Malala's father gone on his own to Peshawar? So Malala's father had gone on his own to Peshawar to alert people to what was happening in Swat and nearby villages. Next question is on the same page. What grave danger did Malala and her family face while going to Karshak? So Malala and her family came up against the army, who refused to let them through. When they begged, the army finally relented and allowed them to go to their village. But all the vehicles on the road belonged to the army, and the family was afraid that the army wouldn't know who the family was and shoot them dead. Next question on the next page, that is page number 18. Why do you think Malala compares her life to a drama? So Malala compares her life to a drama because of the sudden and dramatic events that took place in her life. All that had happened was quite unbelievable. There was a lot of happiness, then great sorrow, and like in any drama, they too were waiting for their happy ending. Next question, which is the last in text question. Malala said she was upset. Which of the following synonyms for upset best describes how she was feeling? Jittery, agitated, or hurt? So hurt is the best synonyms which can actually clear the meaning of upset. Now coming on to page number 19, reference to context. Question number 2. It was not easy to get from Besham to our village, and we had to walk 25 kilometers carrying all our things. First is, name the village that Malala refers to in these lines. So the village's name is Shangla. Next, why did they not get transport on this part of their journey? So they did not get transport during the part of the journey because of the curfew and checkpoints imposed by the army. So this is quite long answer, but it is not necessary for you to write the whole one, so I have cut it short and made it till army only. Next question is, Malala and her family carried what they could with them. What did Malala most regret leaving behind? So Malala regretted leaving her school bag with her books the most important. Next, reference to context. Question number 3. It was our 4th city in 2 months. I knew we were better off than those who lived in the camps. So first is, which was the 4th city? So here she's talking about this time when she was living with her uncle Fez, and then his father came back from Peshawar and was ready to take them back to Peshawar. So this was the time when she was going back to Peshawar only. So first she was talking, the 4th city is Haripur. And question number B, why did Malala have to journey to 4 cities in 2 months? So this answer is also very long, which is not necessary to write. So Malala and her family had to forcibly leave their towns due to the Taliban's terrorism and violence. You can write the answer till here only. Question number C, who lived in the camps? In what way was their situation worse than Malala? So Malala was referring to old people who were fleeing homes and who had to live in refugee camps. These people would have had to stand in the queue for the food and water for hours under the hot sun. They probably did not have proper place to sleep as well. Malala's family did not have to endure such difficulty because they had families who hosted them. Now coming on to the read, reflect and write. Question number 4. Describe Malala's life before she became an ADP. So Malala's life before she became an internally displaced person appears to have been a very happy one. She herself admits that they had been very happy. She had views of snow-topped Mount Elam from her rooftop, had apricot trees all around, heard sounds of birds chirping and sounds of the river and the wind every day. She seems to have lived in a friendly and warm neighborhood. They led a simple but happy life that did not include any expensive things. They had access to all things necessary, and she had access to a good school. Suddenly, she had to leave them all behind, the happiness of a place she loved. Question number 5. Describe the sights and sounds that Malala noticed on the journey from home to Mardan. So when Malala and her family left for their native village Shangla in Safina's car, she saw that roads were jam-packed and busy. She had never seen the streets so busy. She saw cars, rickshaws, mule carts and trucks with people and their belongings all around. Thousands of people were leaving with some of their belongings. Some were leaving with just what they had on that day. Malala felt as if the whole village was moving to a different place, similar to a great exodus. The road seemed to be huff and heave with the traffic. Vehicles were moving slowly. Most people were crammed together, causing them to be sweaty and agitated. It was not like the holiday trips that they used to take during the good days. This was different because everyone was depressed. It was almost noon by the time they reached Mardan. Question number 6. On the journey that Malala took from her home to Haripur, which 3 hardships according to you were the most challenging ones that she faced? So, in the course of Malala's journey to Haripur, she and her family had to face many hardships. A few can be termed to be the most challenging ones. For instance, she had to face her emotions and leave behind everything that she loved: her town, her school, her books, her school bags, and her friends. She had to also face the uncertainty of what could happen on road and the fear of being unidentified and shot by the army. She had to bid goodbye to her father midway, hoping that he would return safely. She had to adjust to the new surroundings that they were getting into every other day. Along with the constant change and uncertainty, she had to face violence and face the pressures of living in chaotic and unsafe place, leaving behind everything, making the unsafe journey to Haripur amid fear, discomfort and uncertainty, and not knowing whether the future holds for her. But what the future holds for her and her family were the most challenging hardships she had to face. Question number 7. A diamond must be cut many times before it yields even a tiny jewel. In your own words, explain what this line means to you. What do you think Malala chose to recite this poem? In its raw form, a diamond looks very plain and boring. It does not have shine, nor does it look exotic. It looks like any other stone. Only when it is cut and shine does it become the jewel that it is. Similarly, in life, if you do not face hardships, you do not grow or become wise. Hardships and challenges make one tough and bring out the true worth of a person. It shows the true metal of a person, much like a diamond. Malala chose to recite this poem to highlight that the current difficulties will only make them stronger and become better and wiser people. The more you wet a person, the more valuable that person becomes, because the hardships temper and tame a person. Question number 8. How does this extract show that the education and learning were important to Malala? In the extract, Malala has made several references to her books, her school bags, and to schools. This indicates the importance that she attaches to education and learning. She said that she missed her school bag and the books the most among all the things that they left behind in Mingora and her books. Even in Karshak and Shangla, where she stayed for 6 weeks, she went to school with her cousin to a higher class. All this shows how much weight Malala gave to education and learning. The last question: if you had to leave your home as Malala had to, what would you miss the most? So if I had to leave my home, I would miss all the greenery and trees in it, and my pets if we cannot take them along. I would also miss my library, which has large collection of books like Malala. I would long for the comfort that it gave me and would look for similarities everywhere. So with this, our chapter number 1 is over.